Yeah, cool. All right. Hey, students, how's it going? I just wanted to share two more reference materials with you. These are super useful when reading plans because, as I said, plans are often wrong, and it goes to what the clients want, whether that's a business or a person or a couple or whatever. And the architect will draw what they want. They're not an electrician. They're usually pretty on, but especially if there's not an electrical engineer involved, you will need to catch that before it goes to build. And I believe it's our job to know the codes. If you don't know the codes, just where to find the codes. The code book is huge. You do not need to carry that around. You can if you want to, but sometimes it takes longer to find something in the code book than people are willing to listen. So I carry these in every truck. I carry this one in my back pocket at all times. It's just super simple. There's easy things like conductors in a conduit, like how many you can put in there, no more than 9. The size of conduit, because the size of a conduit will be called out on the plans, and the number of wires put in there. You may need to run 2 conduits. It's just super easy to look it up. You have these paper clipped off. There's minimum clearance of live parts. People want to put, a sub panel in a closet right behind their clothes. It's like, no, you need 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet. It says it right here in the code book. So do that. There's also for us, as we're reading plans, there's a quick reference for electrical symbols. So if you don't know what something means on plans, you just pop this puppy open to 122. There's your most simple symbols. Makes it super easy because some architects have their little squiggly lines or their personal taste to it, and this makes it easier. There's other ones that are more complicated, which you can transformers and motors and things like that, but it just makes it super easy. People will ask questions about appliances and the load and switching to high efficiency lights. There's a little table and math problem for that. You can tell them, yeah, you can run this appliance 12 hours a day, but if you change it to 10 hours a day, you can save $500 a year. Little things like that makes you seem smart because you are going to be smart because you're going to know more. This is the other one I use all the time. It has the clearances. People want to put, a bunch of stuff in their kitchen. You can show them. You need to have 2 circuits. There must be 2 circuits, circuit 1, circuit 2 for counter outlets in the kitchen. Also wall plugs. Architects won't put any plugs in a hallway. If that hallway is longer than 12 feet, got to have a plug in it. 6 feet of reachable space each way. 6 this way, 6 that way. That makes 12. Have to have a plug in there. It's just super easy to prove it to them. People put pictures of things. Kitchens are another big one. Here's the pictures of the kitchens. Here's where you need plugs near a stove, near a counter, near a sink, height above counter, etc. It just makes it super easy. The other one I use it for all the time is when you're trenching through yards, trenching across pathways, whatever. Usually they have someone who costs less, like a gardener or whatever, a laborer. You just show them, here's what you need to dig. Because they always say, oh, 12 inches is good, 6 inches is good. No, it isn't. 18 to 24. I always say 24. If they get to about 22, you still got 18 inches of coverage. That's just a good rule of thumb. These are also overhead clearances. Service drops will droop. This is over a walkway, over a roadway, over a driveway. You don't ever want a kid doing that. So it's just really good. These are super inexpensive. This one I get from Builder's Book Incorporated down at Canoga Park. You call him up. If you're ever testing to be a C10, he's a great reference. That's how I passed my test. I've aced every one of my tests, my journeyman tests, my C10 test, you name it. If you study the material, if you know the material inside and out by repetition and rote memory, you can do it. And these are just great to have around. The other thing I'm going to email you is this invitation so we can do a Zoom meeting so I can show you all the plans and we can actually get going. I'm hoping to do it Thursday. Let me know a time. Here, I got all the plans set up. We're ready to go. I'm going to put that coat hanger over with a iPhone right here so it's shining down so we can talk through it. This one's got pretty much everything on one page, so I thought we'd start with that. Super simple, but these were cheap plans. I'm going to show you the faults in these plans. But I thought we could try that Thursday, so let me know a time. We don't have to do it right at 6. Ideally, that'd be great, but if we just do it between 6 and 9. If time's better for any of you guys, let me know, and I'll do my best to accommodate. So look for that email on how to download Zoom, and do it a couple hours before, because it's kind of clumsy. Unless you're super computer savvy, then it's probably really easy. But it took me a few hours to get it all dialed. So I'll talk to you soon.